Baker takes on Georgetown, top 5 game. It is a second round matchup in the NAIA Football Championship Series. Saturday at 1 o'clock local time in Eastern Time, which is in Kentucky, noon Central Time here, and you can tune into the game. Evan Sprayberry, the defensive backs coach for Baker, joins us here. Before we get into the coaching side of things, though, you're a former player at Baker. You had a heck of a career playing as a defensive end, though. So I guess take me through, do you have a favorite moment or memory from your time playing here in Baldwin?
I think our first round playoff game in 18 against Bethel, Tennessee, we were down 11 in that game going into the fourth quarter, and we came back and went to overtime and won on a 42 or 43-yard field goal in overtime, and just going crazy on the field. We had a great crowd that traveled to that game, and we lived to play one more game, an overtime game in the playoffs. You can't beat that.
And so you're defensive end, and now you're coaching the DBs. In what way does that help you, coaching the DBs, in understanding some of the other positions and what they're looking for from the back end?
Yeah, absolutely. I believe that playing in defensive end and playing on the D-line has helped, especially when we're fitting in the run game with secondary pieces and understanding how, they're probably going to, our D-line's probably going to fit it like this. The offense is going to block it a certain way, and so you can play it this way. Helps with especially defeating blocks. I think a lot of DBs get a bad rap for not being physical or kind of being soft, prima donna-esque, and just kind of bringing a toughness to that position and being able to defeat blocks, whether it's using the same technique as a pass rusher or run game stuff, clearing hands and creating separation, that kind of stuff. So I think that definitely helps for sure.
You guys have put up monstrous totals with interceptions this season. I know that's not all the DBs. Karen Carn's been kind of a madman in the middle, and some of those linebackers. But with the way that your DBs have played this season and just having all those interceptions, it seems like every tip's turning into pick. And it seems like a lot of the picks are turning into pick sixes or long returns. What's kind of the conversation for you guys in that room about getting those turnovers and the kind of drills of running back after you get them?
We don't really talk about it a lot. Coach Paulie and I are both big believers that if you talk about it, it doesn't happen.
Like free throw shooting.
Absolutely. So you don't talk about forcing the turnovers. I think what we preach a lot is just effort, your attitude towards everything, just playing with phenomenal effort. And I think that's what the defense as a whole has done this year, is played with phenomenal effort. And when you fly to the football and play like your hair's on fire, great things happen. And just with the return part of it, we talk about it a little bit, like whenever we see it on tape, like when you get this return like this, it basically turns into a punt return. Someone's got to take out the intended receiver, and then after that, you're just creating a wall down the sideline. And I think this group as a whole is very close, and they like each other, and they as much as they kind of talk crap to each other a little bit, in good nature, they want to see each other succeed, because if one of them succeeding, the whole defense is succeeding, and they know that they can't have success without their teammates having success. So I think just the will to play for each other and the closeness.
We saw P.J. McCallum get the start on Saturday. Absolutely. He had a tip on the interception by Jalen Nash. He had a break up on the 4th and goal in the fourth quarter there. What have you seen from P.J. kind of progressing along this season that led to that start and that performance?
Yeah, absolutely. He came in as a wide receiver, and I think we made the move about a week into camp, knowing that, with his athletic ability, and he played corner at Bishop Miege, and we knew that coming in that, he could be a really good corner. Like I said, he's a great athlete, and just getting better every day and every week. And we benefit from having an older group in the secondary with Deshaun and Thad and Jaleel, all playing a ton of football in their career. And so just them being able to kind of help bring him along. And with them, you can adjust and play certain things differently to kind of use PJ's strengths to our advantage, which is his athletic ability and his coverage ability. And he has a great feel for the game. Some things you just can't coach, and his feel for the game is natural. And so I just think getting more comfortable in the defense week by week, day by day, it's just been really, really great for PJ.
And you mentioned those multi-year starters with Deshaun and Thad and Jaleel, what they've been able to bring. I imagine that makes your job as a coach.
100%. I tell people all the time, I walked into a really good situation with those three. All three of them are very smart football players. They understand the scheme of this defense. They all have the drive. There can be great players that don't really care as much, and I think all three of those guys, they care so much, and they want to be successful on the field and off the field. And it allows us as a coaching staff to, again, make adjustments and change things, and not just say, okay, when we get this, we're going to play it this certain way. And offenses, there's good coordinators, you know, they can pick up on that, and being able to play the same thing a couple of different ways because you have smart guys on the back end that have been there and done that. It's really fun. Makes my job a lot easier for sure.
It's Thanksgiving week.
Yep.
Favorite Thanksgiving food
Absolutely.
or dessert or anything that you most want on the Thanksgiving plate?
Green bean casserole, I love it. My mom makes it pretty well. My aunt actually makes this. I haven't had it in a couple years because I've been coaching and haven't got to go home a lot. But she makes this. It's like this cheesy rice with like broccoli. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it's really good. It's really good for sure.
Well, maybe we'll get some of that if, I don't know, maybe we'll bring some to the athletic facilities here.
Yeah,
Give it a
absolutely.
try. He's Evan Sprayberry, defensive backs coach for Baker. Again, they're playing Saturday, Georgetown, noon Central Time, 1 o'clock local time for the NAIA Football Championship Series.